I need a dark-haired girl. Or they say, I can't believe she was a redhead in her profile picture, but when we met, her hair was more brown. What the fuck is wrong with you? A woman has a right to change her hair as often as she changes her mind, which is a hell of a lot of times. Good for her, and good for you if you can get a chance to go out with her. You wear a wig. What do you care? You think you like what you think you like, but you really have no idea. You think you like blondes? I will show you 100 brunettes that you would date in 2 fucking seconds. And for that matter, I'll show you 100 Democrats, 100 Republicans, 100 short guys, 100 Christian girls, any other things you rule out. I will line up 100 of them, and you're like, oh, yeah, I would go out with them. I can find you 100. I can find you 200 of each in 2 seconds. And you'll be like that. You'll be like, oh, shit, you're right. Yeah, that was dumb. That's why this is the Dumb Dozen. And that's why you guys need to stay tuned, because I got to take a quick break, and we will be back with a whole lot more right after this. And we are back. Guy about 20 feet away from me just struck out. She probably didn't like his shirt or some other dumb reason. Actually, she shouldn't like his shirt. It's not a good shirt. We are doing our Dumb Dozen. So the next one, here's our most controversial one. This is the one that you're going to be like, nah, I don't know about that one. And this is, you can't go out with them because they dated one of your friends. Or my friend liked him. The sisterhood is just too strong. And I'm like, you know what? It's not. It's just not. You like to think it is, but it's not. Your sister circle is not that strong. Your friends would all gladly find a new friend if it meant being happy with the new guy or new girl. It's a lot easier to find a friend than it is to find the right guy or right girl. Not my friends. Yeah, your friends. And what do you care? Why would they care? It didn't work out for them. They aren't together. They weren't right for each other. You know, just because your friends are these weird, like, boyfriend-girlfriend hoarders, no, that's my guy, that guy like me, doesn't mean you can't date someone. It's over for them, or it never happened for them. So why can't it start out for you? There's no bro code on this stuff, or there shouldn't be. It's every man and woman for themselves in the dating game. You think that's selfish? Well, it's selfish to stand in the way of someone else's possibilities just because of, I don't know what, pride? Priority? Habits? I mean, it's dumb. Everyone who is in the pool is in the pool. This is Adult Swim, you guys. Game on. Oh, my God, I would never. Oh, well, don't. But your friend would. The next one on our Dumb Dozen list of reasons not to date. Excuse me. Hold on. I got to take a sip of my frosty beverage here. I'm drinking iced tea, not alcohol. Oh, is that good? Okay. The next one is education. I asked this at our live shows a bunch. And they say, someone will stand up and say, I need someone who's just as educated as me, at least. And first of all, I'm like, why? And secondly, I'm like, how do you define educated? Do they need a college degree? I could give you 36 billionaires who dropped out of college and possibly even high school. And they're just fine. You would date every single one of them. Maybe they were a pro athlete who went right to the NBA out of college. You know? Who wouldn't date them? Maybe they're Harry Styles. Harry Styles didn't go to college. You're not going to college. You want to date Harry Styles? You want to date Justin Timberlake? You want to date Channing Tatum? These guys didn't graduate college. Oh, you have a master's and they don't? That's just about you choosing to get a master's. Anybody could choose to go get a master's. It doesn't make you smarter that you chose to go to get a master's. That was just your choice. He chose to open up a chain of pizza places, and he's rolling in dough. And that's his choice. College degree isn't a sign of intelligence. I have one. Hasn't made a bit of difference in my life. And there's almost twice as many college-educated women as men now, as our friend John Berger, who's been on this podcast a couple times. He pointed that out in his book, Datanomics. Does a college degree, did you go to a school that taught you how to be a better partner? How to be a better girlfriend? How to be a better boyfriend, husband, wife? No. Did they teach you at the university? Did they teach you relationship skills? Does the degree mean that you're going to make more money? I don't know. If it does, then why does everyone want and need their college loans forgiven because they can't pay the bills? College might mean you're smart. Might mean you're an idiot. Same with no college. You went to Harvard, you went to Yale, you're probably a dick. Sorry, Harvard and Yale. If I went to Harvard or Yale, I'd be a dick, too. I'm already a little bit of a dick because I went to a pretty good school. If I went to Harvard or Yale, I would never take off my Harvard or Yale shirt, and I would be a dick about it. I wouldn't want to date that guy. No college doesn't mean, you could go to college and be an idiot. No college could be you're smart. Could mean anything. It's a dumb reason not to date someone. That's their thing, not yours. The next dumb reason is one that is very, very personal to me because I have had more than one person in my life not date me because of this, and that is astrological sign. The Scorpio discrimination is real. Trust me. You won't date someone because your tarot cards or I don't even know if tarot cards is astrological or some reading you got said that you need to date someone born under the same moon as you. No, you don't. Because being a Taurus doesn't mean you're not an asshole. Because being a Gemini doesn't mean you're automatically crazy. Better chance, doesn't mean it, not automatically. You're going to rule out 1/12 of the people, or 2/12s, or 11/12s, because you need to be with an Aquarius, or you need to be with a Leo. Love's not a chart reading, it's a numbers game. And ruling out people because you think all people are exactly the same because they were born in the same 30-day period that you want is dumb. It's dumb because your chart says it's a good match. It's flat out dumb. 8 down, 4 to go. The next one has also happened to me. You're out there a long time, just about everything's happened to you. The list is not, though, my airing of my grievances. There are 100 reasons not to have dated me over the years, but these 12 are not one of them. The next one is you are a single mom or a single dad, and you won't date them because they don't have kids. Or you are divorced, and you won't date someone who's never been married. Why? Because they don't share your pain? Someone at a show we did in New York recently said, well, they need to know what marriage is like. Why? All you know is what your marriage was like, and your marriage sucked, and it's over. Who cares? Why should some single person suffer because your ex was a fool? And parents, they need to know what parenting is like. Maybe, but logistically, it's already tough enough to work around your schedule with your kids. Now you need to coordinate with their schedule and their kids. That's like trying to hit 2 bullseyes. This ain't the Brady Bunch. If the person's a good person and they aren't a parent, there is as good or a better chance that they can be a fantastic step because they can focus on it. They have love to give. They have time to share. Or maybe they want to have a kid with you. There should be no absolutes with this stuff. No ruling it out. Go for it. Give them a chance. Don't be dumb. Next one's tricky. It's doable, but it's dumb to rule it out. And that is dietary preferences or restrictions. You ever date a vegan when you're a meat eater? I have. It's not great. It's not fun. But it's only not fun once in a while. They rarely have something you want to bite of, but they probably won't steal one of your chicken fingers either. So it works out. Give and take. Does it take a little more thought and negotiation when it comes time to grab some food? Sure. But so what? There's a ton of aspects in dating that require compromise and negotiation. Starting at the dinner table, that's a pretty good place to start. You talk it out. You work it out. Well, what about the other way? What if you're a PETA person? PETA, the people for the ethical treatment of animals, not the Mediterranean bread pocket. What if you think that our species in the animal kingdom is a bad thing to eat for eating other species in the animal kingdom, which is actually the fundamental premise of the animal kingdom, is we all eat each other. But what if you can't bear to see him or her bite into a slab of ribs? Is that a reason not to date them? Could be. But is it a dumb reason? For sure. You may have reasons, that's your right, but it's our reason to call them dumb. It's our right to call them dumb. It's a reason to call them dumb. It's all right. Get over it. Eat separately during barbecue season. So that is 10, and we're down to the final 2. And the final 2 are also sort of coupled. And if you are dumb about them, you won't be coupled. So the first part is when you say, I don't have enough time to date. You're listening to this podcast, you have plenty of time. And if you tell me you're multitasking, pay attention. You have time. I don't care if you have 15 minutes a week available between your 3 kids and your 4 jobs and your 6 fantasy camps. You can date during those 15 minutes. You can do anything you want to do. If you think you are too busy, you are either too disorganized or you are too disinterested to date. Still a dumb reason. Bill Clinton, he was president of the United States. He had a wife and a kid and a dog and a crazy busy job. Found time to date. Sorry, Hillary. But everyone has time if they make it a priority. I'm busy with my career. That's dumb. It's an excuse. Plenty of people who work their asses off and build giant empires find someone to share that with, the journey and their free time. It makes it better. Make the time. And the flip side of that is the people who are so obsessed with a certain activity or activities that they say something like, I can't date someone unless they're also into mountain climbing or triathlon training. And we do hear that, and I'm like, why? What do you care? Means they're fit. Can't they find their own health and fitness, and you find yours, and you meet after you guys both take a shower? And you would be astounded how often this comes up at our Great Love Debate shows. These super A-type personalities who are all about counting and burning calories and are go, go, go. Who wants to date them? But they're the ones being dumb. Sit down, Roadrunner. Put up your feet. Share a lemonade. Watch the sunrise or the sunset with someone else. Someone cute. Someone who made time for you. Because they weren't dumb. And there you have it. I don't think the guy in line over here is making any progress. This is your dirty dozen of dumb reasons not to date. There are so many reasons to date with a capital T-O that we could do a decade of podcasts and never name a fraction of them. And that is what we do here. More often than not, we give you reason. And we show you options. And we unveil the possibilities. So stick with us. Don't be dumb. You'll be just fine. So please, as always, like, share, follow, review this podcast. Your reviews still, after all these years, mean a lot to me and the podcasting ecosystem. Shoot us an email, greatlovedebate@gmail.com, where you have some feedback on this or any other podcast. I'm sure you're going to be like, I would never date my best friend's ex. We'll see. And go to greatlovedebate.com. Check out our live tour schedule. I think some more shows are creeping on there and some information about the Great Love Debate on the Virgin Cruise. Check that out, too. Because, as always, at the Great Love Debate, we never stop making love. See you next time.